People complain.
I love the smell.
I like it too, but it's not good on your breath, right? Agreed?
Well, what you do is you chop it up, right?
Right.
Throw it in your mouth and drink it down with water. You don't chew it.
I chew it.
Chewing, it's what gives you the breath because it gets in your teeth. So if you take it like pills, you'll get the garlic belch and you get the garlic skin, but you don't get the garlic breath.
I would feel like I'm cheating because I'm kind of a glutton for those uncomfortable moments when you know you're doing something good. Like you're chomping down the garlic and you feel those juices hit your tongue and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
You feel that and your nose starts opening up like, woo.
Mix it with some fresh ginger.
I just throw it down, man.
Yeah.
Anytime there's any feeling at all of stomach disease, or if I feel bad, I feel like I'm a little run down, I just choke down a bunch of cloves of garlic.
That's
the other day
shit.
I did it and it hit me so hard I had to take a knee. I was like, oh.
Really?
Yeah, like as it was going doan, I was like, whoa. I mean, I could have stood up if I wanted to, but I wanted to sit down for dramatic purposes. Like, wow.
You took a knee. You were praising the good
like,
Lord garlic.
Oh, my goodness, garlic. What are you doing to my insides? I had a horrendous stomach virus right around New Year's.
Yeah.
I went through my New Year's Eve show convinced I was going to shit myself. I was like, there's going to be a point in this show where I'm just going to have to shit myself. And I thought about it all day before the show. I didn't eat anything. I didn't eat anything all day.
Yeah.
Like from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed. I mean, I was having broken fire hydrant experiences in the toilet.
Liquid.
Yeah, it was just like, where is all this coming from?
Right.
You know, like I couldn't believe it as it was
You were
happening.
losing weight by the minute.
Yeah, it was blowing out of me. Something inside of me was terrible. Like whatever it was terrible. I had these farts that were, they smelled like fermented fruit and death. Like death mixed with this fermented.
Like sulfur?
Like the most rotten meat you could ever cut. Like if you opened up like a refrigerator and the power had gone off while you were on vacation, you came back and there was some hamburger meat that was rotten. It smelled like that and like sulfur and like sweet, like a vinegary, almost like a fermented sort of a smell to it. It was horrendous.
Were you getting sulfurous belches? Were you getting sulfurous?
No. It was all going on inside my stomach because I wasn't eating much. And it was it's something that went around through my whole house. My littlest daughter got. I mean, I didn't know what she was going through, but she was just constantly complaining about her stomach being really awful for like a whole week. We were skiing in Aspen, and that's when it kicked in. And when I get back, I was like, "Oh no! Like this is bad."
Have you ever
Have
you ever had an event on stage?
No,
like a wet fart or something, or like
No, I haven't. But interestingly enough, there's a new law that just got it might be proposed. A new rule got proposed for the unified rules of mixed martial arts, where if you shit yourself, they stop the fight, which has happened before. Guys have shit themselves like in the middle of a fight.
Just like loss of sphincter control.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to go. Like sometimes it's diarrhea.
Someone could kick you in the fucking gut and just blast it out the back.
There was a guy named Michael Chiesa who was a very good fighter, and he was fighting Beneil Dariush, I believe. Yes, that's what this fight was. And Beneil Dariush, it was because I remember it was a big victory for him because he choked Beneil Dariush out, which was giant because Beneil Dariush is like super respected jiu-jitsu black belt. And Michael Chiesa, as he got into the octagon, looked over at me and goes, "Dude, I might shit my pants." He goes, "I might shit my pants right while the fight's going on." I'm like, "Seriously?" I was like, took my headphones off. I'm like, "Seriously?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to shit my pants." And so like, okay, I know. And so like, I'm holding this in the back of my head. I'm like, I definitely shouldn't bring it up unless it becomes an issue because I don't want the public to like dwell on that.
Right.
I want them to enjoy this great fight.
Right. And
then he got through it without shitting himself. And then, I asked him after like off mic, I'm like, "Did you almost shit yourself?" He's like, "Dude." He goes, "I came out here, I was convinced I was going to shit myself."
I used to get like before I would go on a TV show or do a big public speaking thing where there were going to be a lot of people there, I would like 5-10 minutes before I was supposed to go on stage, I'd be like, I need to take a dump. Like I need to do it right now. I've taken a few dumps here. Sorry about that. I'm more relaxed now.
That's what it's for.
But I think there's it's like a fight or flight thing. I think animals get that too. It's like, I got to like get my shit together literally and get it out of me. So I'm light.
Yeah. There was it's also your body does not want to waste any resources dealing with that. Because it feels like there's like some catastrophe about to take place.
Right.
There's a video of these two bears, these giant bears, And it was in that movie Grizzly Man, that crazy
great.
dude that
Werner
lived up.
Herzog.
Yeah,
I love
What
that film.
a great movie.
Yeah.
But these two bears are fighting, and while they're fighting, they start shitting.
Yeah.
Because their body's just like, look, whatever this is, get it out, get it out.
Yeah.
We're going to war here. We're not processing.
focusing.
Yeah, no thought whatsoever, and no resources drawn away from the muscles to process the food. Because have you ever done that, like eating a big meal and then try to work out?
I never try to work out.
But if you did,
no, I know what you mean.
would realize
You're heavy. You got nothing. There's no energy. Yeah.
No energy. It's fascinating because it's like it's almost like if you were a pie chart, you could see like there's a segment of that chart that is now missing.
Yeah,
you can kind of do it. You can kind of work out, but you definitely can't like run a marathon or anything crazy. You can't. I mean, if you do, you'll be hurting.
Oh, the fucking Wim Hof, man. You know, he's been on your show a bunch of times. I hung out with him for like a week in the Pyrenees and went up to his place in Holland and like sort of became friends. I mean, that's an example of what I'm talking about. I want to know these people.
Yeah,
you know, like.
Yeah.
When I reached out to them, they were like, yeah, we'll set up a thing. You can do a Skype. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to do a Skype. I want to meet this dude, you know? Like, tell me, give me a day. I'll fly to Holland.
Right.
I was in Spain at the time, so it wasn't a big flight. But anyway, I was talking to him about it. And it's like he's run all these marathons in the fucking desert with no water and in the Arctic and, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But the dude doesn't work out.
No, he runs marathons. He doesn't work out. He doesn't run because I hate running.
Yeah. I'm like, well, how do you run a marathon if you don't train? He's like, oh, it's just the mind.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. I ran a 5K and I was ready to die.
I run up the fucking driveway. I'm out of breath.
I don't run. And I ran a 5K and I was like, wow, this is actually difficult. I'm like, I'm in great shape. I'm like, I'm going to be able to do this. I work out all the time. I'm like, I'm just going to go on this run. It's going to be just a thing I do.
Because you're not used to using those muscles in that way, or was it cardiopulmonary
I
distress?
ate a waffle covered with peanut butter and then covered with maple syrup. I gave myself an excuse. I'm like, I'm going to run this crazy race today.
Carb up.
I'm going to carb up.
Yeah.
But my body's just not used to eating that nonsense. So I think it had shut down production of a lot of key ingredients. There was definitely that. I was feeling it. Like while I was running, I could feel like the gases from the waffle coming up my throat. I could taste it.
Kick it in.
The peanut butter and syrup together. So much sugar.
Yeah.
But it's all just, you know, your feet aren't used to running on it was on concrete, you know. It's like the whole thing is weird.
Yeah, and the shocks on your knees and your ankles. You ever read Born to Run? You know that book?
No, but I do know the premise of it.
Christopher McDougall.
It's about the way running shoes are developed.
Yeah, and how our bodies are designed to run on the balls of our feet. And he goes down and lives with the Tarahumara Indians in Mexico and the Barranca del Cobre, where I was in 1988. I was back there with those Indians.
And they run in like really thin shoes or barefoot.
Barefoot, or they make these sandals out of tire.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just strapped on their foot. It's just a thing. Yeah. And they run forever.
Yeah. Well, that's how the body's meant. And I mean, we're meant to use the foot as this amazing shock absorber. You know, you land on the ball of the foot.
Right.
It kind of gives
muscle.
in.
That's what the calf muscle's for. Yeah. And also the arch, and there are all these bones. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like the birth thing, you know?
I just saw this thing yesterday. The sock it's the same thing. I mean, it's supposed to be replacing that barefoot feeling, I suppose. It's a really expensive sock. It's like $80.
Just a sock?
But
what kind of a...
it's made. It shows at the end of the video. It shows what it's made of. It's got some sort of sprayed polymer that's like 15 times stronger than steel.
Whoa.
So you can like do rock climbing, tightrope walking. You can run outside. And it's just as... I guess it feels like silk. It feels just like a sock.
Holy shit.
I'm pretty interested in it. I don't know how legit it is. But
dude, let's get it.
It's pretty new.
I work out barefoot most of the time. I work out barefoot when I do kickboxing, work out barefoot if I do jiu-jitsu, work out barefoot if I lift weights. I do almost everything barefoot. Occasionally I'll do like an elliptical machine or something like that with shoes on. But I feel like when you are barefoot, like I do yoga barefoot, obviously. I feel like when you're barefoot, you could feel your toes are like digging into the ground. They're all engaging.
Right.
I feel like it makes a big difference.
And a lot of the nervous system terminates in the sole of the feet. So in Chinese medicine, there's a lot of attention paid. You know, reflexology is about how, you know.
Is that real?
I don't know how real it is, but it is real that a lot of the nervous system terminates at the soles of the feet. That's why foot massage feels so good. And so the theory is with this barefoot shit is that by having that experience you're describing where your toes are digging in and you're feeling your weight being, shifting in different parts of your foot, having that part of your body alive and active is really good for your overall psychological health and nervous health.
That makes sense.
It does make sense, yeah.
It just feels good to do.
And
feels like you're
that's
like
the thing.
digging into
Things
the ground.
feel good for a reason, right? You know, we're evolved to have them feel good because it's good for us.
Brings us back to beating off.
Or fucking one of those dog things.
Or jerking off a dog with
I wonder.
your foot.
We should call that company and ask questions, and they say, like, what kind of dog do you have? Oh, I don't have a dog.
Yeah, there's some nefarious intentions.